Hello guys and welcome to episode 12 of our Terraria Let's Play. We're going to be working again on the base today. I kind of want this to be the last episode. We're going to be working on our Forrest base, and I know that we've got a lot more to go. I want to make this thing a lot bigger, so I'm probably going to be cutting quite a lot and just going through this kind of in segments, I guess. But as you can see, I've actually done some work off camera as well. I've added in a farm, or two farms actually. So we've got our kind of herb farm here, I guess, and I put some row of pumpkins at the top there, and this is where our fire blossom is going to be. And then over on the left here, I just made a quick tree farm as well. I don't want a massive tree farm for our base, but I want some kind of tree farm. So yeah, I've just gone with this for now. I may close up these spaces a bit just to conserve it, but for now I think it looks alright, so I'm going to leave it as is. Today, I think the challenges that we're going to have to overcome are going to be, firstly, where we're going to put our NPCs, and secondly, how we're going to position this pylon, because I can put the NPCs anywhere I want, really. This is what our base looks like now from afar. So I could put the NPCs over here where they are now currently, because I was going to do this from next. But the problem with that is that I kind of want the pylon central to the base, so around here somewhere. And the issue with that is that we're going to need at least two NPCs quite close by if we're going to have it here. So we're going to have to think about that. And it may be that I just put two NPCs like the guide and someone else. I'm not too fussed about shop prices as long as they're in the right biome. I don't really care. So we're going to go with the guide and something else. I'll have a look to see if there's a preferred choice. I'm pretty sure the guide and the zoologist go quite well together. So maybe it'll be those two. I don't know. But yeah, any other kind of surface biome people will stick out to the wings, and then we'll probably in the end hook things up with teleporters just so it's nice and easy to get back here. So yeah, that's what we'll do. So this room that we're standing in now is going to be our kind of our room, I guess. So I'm thinking that I am going to do this off camera. I was planning on doing a time-lapse, but that time-lapse would honestly be way too long, and I do these kind of over several days. So the first few episodes of this series I kind of managed to do in like 2 days. So I've managed to sort of save up some time, I guess, to get this base building done before those episodes kind of fizzle out. So yeah, I'm thinking that I'm gonna, like I said, do these in kind of sections. So I'll finish this room first and just give you guys a tour, and then I'll kind of build up piece by piece, and I'll see you guys obviously after each bit, and I'll just walk you through what I've built and how I've done it. So I'm gonna go ahead now and work on this room, and then I'll come back once I finish this. So I will see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've just had a bit of a stab here at kind of doing the interior. I'm not quite 100% happy just yet, but it's a good start. So basically what I've done, I've kind of molded it into this sort of lower section a bit. I brought this up. We're going to have a rope down here eventually for our elevator, because I thought it might look quite nice, and it's just a bit easier to get down and up rather than having to run to sort of either of the sides each time we want to go into the basement. Just thought I'd make it a bit more practical. I have just realised that this should be like this. I must have gone over that at some point. So yeah, I carried on these sort of spiral staircases going up as well. And then there's going to be, I'm only going to have two villagers over here, like I said before. I might see, I can get 4 here, so these do count as rooms. I can stack this up. But I don't know yet how I'm going to do it. Obviously, I kind of want the people who are going to be best next to each other, so if I can. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But really only want kind of 2 people here. What I can't do is make this one whole room just because it'll be too big, I think. I didn't actually try it, but I'm pretty sure it'll be too big if I make it one whole room. So yeah, that's why I've done that. But yeah, it should be interesting. So the next thing we need to do, now that we've got this kind of done, I found a nice little spot here as well for the pylon. I thought that was quite good. Another thing as well, guys, that I've been noticing, I've been playing around with my settings a bit. I don't know if you can notice in the video, it might look maybe a bit darker. I'm not really sure. But basically, I was playing around with the frame skip here, and I noticed that when I have it off, anytime I like hover things, if you guys can see in the video, it's kind of flickering, and I don't know why. But I get a much higher, well, I get my monitor's refresh rate, which is 144 Hz, so I get it 144 FPS constantly whilst I've got it off. But then when I turn it on, it's the same as when I do it subtly. My FPS goes down then to sort of where it averages out at sort of 72 FPS. I don't know why. But yeah, it kind of like alternates from between sort of 50 Hz up to 80 Hz for no apparent reason as far as I can tell. And I don't know why, and often the background kind of flickers as well, which is really annoying when I've got frame skip on. So it's either choosing between the whole screen flickering or just my kind of cursor. So for the moment I'm leaving it as just my cursor, because otherwise it's just a nightmare on my eyes. But yeah, if you guys know anything about that, let me know, because I'm confused about why it's doing it. Yeah, my PC's definitely capable of running this game, so it should be all right. But yeah, we'll ignore that for now, and I'll see if I can find a fix maybe off camera. But the next thing we need to do, if we have a look at our map now, so we've got this kind of central hub area. It's looking quite good. We need to do the sort of side towers and start building up. So I'm going to go ahead and yeah, have a go at one of these, like maybe on the right side to begin with, and then we'll see how it goes, and I'll probably mirror it on this side. I have tried to be, well, as you can see, I've been pretty symmetrical here. I've sort of swapped out the furniture a bit on both sides just so it doesn't look completely identical. But yeah, I have tried to keep it fairly symmetrical. So I'll be doing that as a general theme around the base, I think. Maybe not so much with the center towers, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I'm going to have a crack at the side towers, guys, and then I will see you once I've done those. Okay, guys, so just a bit of an update on the graphics situation. I've done some testing. If you guys are having this issue as well, I don't know if it's just me, but yeah, I've done some playing around with some settings, etc., etc., and I'm slightly confused about how these kind of in-game settings work, since they're not really that diverse. Obviously, the game isn't that graphically intensive. It's 2D and all that jazz. There's quite a lot of particle effects, so I'm assuming that one of the things affecting the FPS would be sort of lighting sources and things like that. But as you can see, I've hit F10 here, and we've got our FPS at 144 FPS right now, albeit with a few skips every now and then. And I've got frame skip off right now. So essentially what I figured out is that when you put frame skip on, this is the old kind of version of frame skip, and as you can see, it's been in there since beta. So it instantly sets the FPS down to 60. So this is really not good for my monitor, since it's 144 FPS. I get a lot of flickering on my screen. You guys probably won't be able to see it in the video, but when I'm watching my monitor, I'm getting a lot of flickering because it's obviously not matching my refresh rate. Now, I looked up what subtle was meant to be, and essentially this is meant to be for monitors that can run and computers that can run at above 60 Hz or 60 FPS. But if I leave that on, we can see that my FPS is still capped at 60. So I don't know whether or not Terraria is registering my monitor as a 60 FPS monitor and not a 144 Hz monitor, but I'm not totally sure. So I'm going to keep having a look into it and see if I can find a proper fix for it. But yeah, the issue is that for whatever reason, the game seems to think that I have a 60 Hz monitor, when in actual fact, if I just turn this off, I go straight up to 144 Hz, which is fine. Apart from I get this annoying flickering going on whenever I have an item in my hand or I'm placing something and I get a preview. So yeah. I need to do a bit more testing. Again, if you guys know anything about this or you know how to fix this, please let me know down in the comments because it's been really bugging me recently. But yeah, I'll carry on and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so we've completed our first side tower here, so to speak. Just an update on the FPS situation. I did some more digging and it kind of makes sense, I guess, since the game kind of runs on a tick-based system that matches the 60 FPS limit, so having anything more than 60 FPS is going to cause issues. So what I've done just for now, for me, obviously it's not really affecting you guys watching the video, but I've set the refresh rate on my monitor down to 120 rather than 144, and that way I've kind of got smooth frames now, so it's all good. But yeah, I'll just walk you through what I've done here. I've kind of tried to keep in theme with the rest of our base. So I've gone with this kind of mahogany background and spiral staircasing and stuff like that. I think it looks alright. I've stuck a little flag on top as well, using some grey stucco. So yeah, I think that looks quite good. Also, guys, to give you an update on the fishing situation, we managed to get ourselves the golden fishing rod. So I think I'm sort of 2 quests past that point now, maybe 3. But we're not going to go into hard mode until we have all of the items. So until we've got the high test fishing rod, the angler earring, and the tackle box, which we have. So we just need the high test fishing line and the other one that I said earlier, the angler earring. And then we'll go into hard mode to get our ores. But yeah, we've managed to collect up a fair few crate potions and fishing potions from the angler, which is nice. Other than that, I don't think much else has happened. We did manage to get a ammo box from the traveling merchant, which is going to help us conserve stars when we come to fight the Wall of Flesh. But other than that, yeah, pretty much it. So I think what I'm going to do now, guys, I think you've got a feel for kind of what kind of design I'm going for this base, and I don't want to bore you guys just by doing all of these separate parts. And they're going to be in a similar style. I'm not going to go completely crazy in terms of trying to make things funky looking. I quite like this style that I've managed to get here, so I'm going to stick with it for now. And yeah, I am going to just try and finish this base off, basically. Maybe not all the internal components, but at least the kind of the backgrounds and everything, just so we have a safe space to work around and that we can come back to and use as a base. So yeah, the next time you see me, this entire base will be built, towers and all. So hopefully it looks alright. Obviously at the point I'm at, I can't see it. You guys will be able to see it in about a second. It's going to take me a fair few hours, I imagine, to make this. I'll probably be making it over several evenings, so yes. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I will see you guys once it's done. Alright guys, so we are back, and my god, did this take me a while. Few evenings were spent on this one, but I have finished well, at least the shell, kind of the build. So I'm going to do a quick little kind of tour here around the base, and after that we'll probably end the episode. Considering how long this took me, I'm probably not going to do anything on this kind of scale for the other bases that we're going to do. But we'll try doing something nice on each of the biomes. But obviously I kind of wanted this to be my main base where I've got all my storage and everything else. So that's the reason why I went to town on this one. So if we just have a little run around here. So you already know about the farm on this side. I showed that off already. And we also made a little tree farm over here, which I've been using quite thoroughly during this. You'll see we've used a lot of mahogany during this build, so yeah. The last thing I think we saw was this tower over here that we made. I was pretty happy with the structure, and I kind of tried to mimic it throughout the base, along with the windows and the borders. So let's just have a quick run through here. So in order to get to the next part of our base, we kind of have to head up here. So we have these 2 kind of taller towers here on each side. Once we get into hard mode and I've defeated some of the hard mode bosses, we'll have teleporters coming up here just so we don't have to climb up every time. I'm looking for ideas on what to fill this with. I know there's going to be plenty of stuff we can put in here as we sort of go through, so yeah, if you guys can think of anything as well that we need to store, then please let me know, and we'll stick some stuff in there. Ooh, I wonder if... Nope, okay. Let's keep looking around. So this is kind of the main display hall. I'm going to have some water in here. I'm just waiting to get something like a bottomless bucket or some water bombs from lava fishing. I'm going to fill that in as well because that's really annoying me actually. But yeah, I'll get to that in a bit. So yeah, got this fountain here. Nice glass window in the background. I decided to move the armor stands from our sort of dungeon area and put them up here. I may well fill out the basement with some more storage. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, for now, I've just put our armor stands here. There are 44 armor stands in total, which should be enough to display every piece of armor that I kind of want to. So yeah, we'll try and fill those up as we go. And then if you look above here, we've got our relic room, or it's going to be our relic room. I'll probably do some more work on this since at the moment it's just kind of a bare background, but obviously these will all fill up with relics as we go. There is 26 in total if you include the event relics as well, so that's stuff from the pumpkin moon and the frost moon. So we'll be filling all of these in as we go, and I kind of just added some decoration up here to the roof just to make it seem a bit more interesting. But yeah, I mean, other than that, guys, I think that's basically the base, our sort of home hub, as it were. So we're going to be filling this out, obviously, as we go through our playthrough. I'm pretty happy with this. There's a few things I would have liked to have changed. This room, I'm still going to be doing some work on, just because it's kind of very bare, I guess, at the moment. It's just got a wood background, so we'll change that up. But I'm pretty happy with the design and the materials used here. I quite like the living wood borders. I'm probably going to be using that a lot more in the future. I haven't done that before. So yeah, we'll see what's going to happen. In terms of NPCs, obviously I'm not going to be wanting to keep any more than kind of 2 NPCs for shop price sake, but I'm not too fussed about that. So here we're probably going to have just 2 NPCs, and then we may stick some more kind of up and around. Obviously the merchant seems to have plopped himself down here for some reason. I don't know why. He might not even have a house, to be honest. So yeah, we're going to need to sort that out. And yeah, in terms of other stuff, guys, we managed to get ourselves a golden bug net, so we can catch lava critters with this, which is really nice. So I might do that. But yeah, I think what I'll do in between episodes here, I will just focus on trying to get some of these other kind of biome bases done. And next episode, I kind of want to get into hard mode if at all possible and get us fishing for our ores. So that is the plan. What else has been happening? I mean, I've done a lot of kind of dynamiting to get materials as well, so underneath our base is a bit of a mess. I've barely explored anywhere else still, so lots of exploring to do. Fishing-wise, we have managed to get... Oh, I did get a money trough from a Blood Moon event. We've got our full angler set. We've got our tackle bag now, which is all of the 3, so the fishing line, the bait box, and the angler's earring. We've got all of them combined now, and we've got a load of crate potions and fishing potions that we can use here. So we've got 37 crate potions, which is going to be good for, what, close to 2 hours, an hour and a half to 2 hours worth of just solid crate fishing. And yeah, I think that's probably it. We are still missing one piece of our building set, which I believe is the cement mixer. That hasn't showed up yet. Yeah, things are looking good, guys. In terms of fishing, I only have 7 master bait just because I haven't really been doing the quests that much after I got the full angler set. So we'll probably be using... I know I picked up a buggy statue. I'm not sure if we can use that for bait, but I'm going to see if we can. Because if we can, that would be really useful. I think buggies have 40% bait power, if I'm not mistaken. And that's going to be more than our journeyman bait, 10% more than journeyman. And I believe, here we go, night crawlers only have 35%. So if that does work, that would be great. But I think for now, guys, we will call that an episode. I will put a screenshot of the entire base up on the screen at the end of this episode, just so you guys can have sort of an overview look at it. And yeah, I will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it.